Good morning, Jim Hodges here, Remy here. Remy is a German short-haired pointer. He's a little less than 6 months of age. He came in for our residency training program. Fantastic little dog. He's happy, he's sweet, he's, energy in motion. He's all out all the time, wants to greet, wants to pull on a leash, wanted to do all of these things that are typical puppies, and also high caliber hunting type dogs who are wired and bred to instinctively be ready to go, 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 go. That's him. There's nothing wrong with that. We want to get him plenty of exercise. We want to embrace it. But we also want to teach him that calm is good. So we make it a point of praising him when he's laying by our feet, making sure on our greetings that he is greeting when he's calm, not when he's wired. And we all make this mistake. When we get puppies, we allow them to jump up on our knee because we don't want to bend over so far, and we pet them and love them and greet them and do all that, but we're training them from an early age to jump on us. We don't want to stop that. We want to make sure that doesn't happen. So how do we do that? First of all, we praise him when we greet right. Second of all, we make sure he's calm. And third, if he does jump, we want to be in a position to bite it. You know my bite is not here to intimidate, dominate, break his spirit, hurt him, or have him fear us. It is corrective only. And when we do bite, we always come back and praise. It's really important, though, when we do this bite, just like another dog or mom would bite her pups, in our case with humans, we always come back and praise on the back end. We praise 20 times more, at least 20 times more, during a day than we consequence. We want to be to a point that he wants to work for us, he wants to see us, and wants to do what new things we're going to do today. So I'm going to go through obedience. If he messes up, I'm going to bite him. You're going to see that it's not anything designed to make him worry, but it is correcting to teach what's going on. When he does mess up, if he messes up this morning, or when he does when he goes home, or you out there have a dog, it's important to take the time to go back and try to do a couple of whatever he messed up in a row correct. So he understands that you're only going to accept the best, and the last thing he did was the best. All right, Remy, you ready? Let's go. Attaboy. So our let's go is a really short leash to begin with. We want him beside us, not being that bucking bronc he was before and pulling us and doing whatever. As he gets older, he gets stronger doing that. So we start with a really short leash, but it's loose. We don't want it tight, okay? It's tight, he knows he's being controlled by us. Short teaches him to walk by us on his own. Yes, he's going to be a hiker. One day he can walk out further away, but right now we want him on a short leash to show him we're in control. Let's go. All right, now if he'd have been in a command in, I would have probably bit that scratching, okay? But he wasn't in a command. But if his ear's messed up, I'll try to fix it. All right, let's go. So if he started to go out in front of me, I would tap back. If he started to go that way, I would tap here. I would tell him no, and then I would repeat the command and praise. Let's go. The other thing that I'll do, and you did a real good job of this when we were working, is not only will I change directions when I'm practicing, I'll make it a point of changing speeds. Why do we do that? All we're doing is trying to teach him to focus on us. Make sure when he's doing good, attaboy, good boy, we praise him and let him know what's going on. Next is the sit. Hand signal for sit. Good boy. I could give him a treat, but I'm definitely going to give him words and touch when he obeys me. Sometimes a treat. We talked about the proper times for a treat. If he did not sit just then, I'd have gone, no, sit, and tap right up. If he broke the command and got up out of it now, it would be no, sit, break. What I like to tell people is when our dogs do mess up, make a note of it. They're telling you what they need work on and what you need work on to make sure you're consistent. So let's go. Sit. Good boy. Now watch this. Break. And what does he do? He comes right up to me. Purpose, when I release him from a command, I'm going to give him a little treat for that. When I release him from a command, and that's usually the break command, I'm going to step away from him. And why? Because I want him to want to come to me. And when he comes to me, I'm going to praise him and love him. Occasionally I may give a treat, I may not. The big thing is love and praise. Let's go. Sit. Break. Good. Just wanted to show you that, okay? So sit means sit. He has to hold that sit. This guy likes to sit. So you could actually keep him in a sit a little bit longer. As a rule, I normally don't put a dog in a sit for a long, long time, okay? 15 seconds, 30 seconds, maybe a minute. If your dog is a sitter and wants to sit, then I may let it go a little bit longer. Quit. You okay? There's nothing there to get you. So let's go. We're back to let's go. Sit. Hand signal from the side. Down. Good boy. That's a good boy. Now Remy liked to smell the ground. If he started to smell the ground, I would tap the leash and tell him, no, down. Because he's in the down, he's supposed to be paying attention and be ready for the next thing. Sit. Good boy. Break. Hand signal from the side again. We're coming back through. Down. Good. So if he didn't get up, if he got up or didn't do it, it would be no down, short leash, just like that. No down. Good boy. Sit. Good. Break. Atta boy. Sit. Now in front. Down. Good boy. Same thing. I like the way he's watching me right now. Again, an occasional treat, but I like to use treats. I call them manna from heaven. I don't want him knowing he's getting a treat unless I'm teaching him a new command. So here I loaded up the treat. What? Good boy. Break. So there's a couple of ways to give treats. One is when we're teaching, we use it to lead. We went over that. The other thing is when he does a command, we can praise him and give him a treat in the moment. Or we could do like we did there. I put him in a down, told him good boy, he was holding it, and then 15 seconds later, I gave him the treat. That's actually rewarding him for not only downing, but downing and remaining in that down for a little while. So up front, it's like this. That's the hand signal. From the side, it's like that. If he doesn't do it, boom. We never give a command unless we know he's going to do it or we're in a position to make him do it, okay? So very important. The other thing we do, sit, down, stay. Stay is a command. Now he can smell the ground. Still can't chew rocks. He can roll over, take a nap. He can chew a bone. I don't care what he does in the down, but he stays there. He doesn't even have to pay attention to me when I tell him stay. It's just to remain there. I normally don't put a stay command on a dog for less than a minute or two. It's usually at least a minute or two with the stay. Also, and that's a hand signal right out front, stay, okay? Break, good boy. Now, of course, I'm not gonna stay here for a minute or two while I'm teaching and doing a video. That would get pretty boring. I also use that same open palm if I want him to stay in a room. And how do I do that? I'll walk through a door, I'll tell him to stay, walk through. As long as he doesn't breach that door, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna praise him, I'm gonna tell him how good he is, but if he comes through the door, I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna immediately go, no, 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 back into the room, tell him to stay, good boy, and walk on again. Hope that makes sense. If any of you have questions, just email me. You know to call me, Mom and Dad. So the next thing is the place. Place, of course, is getting on his bed, lay down, sit down, stand up, read a book. I don't care what he does as long as he stays on his bed. He can eat, he can chew, he can have an elk antler, he can have a chew toy, he can have whatever while he's here. He can easily do this for a couple hours. We demonstrated going from one room to another. He's great at it. Now, smelling is okay. He can't chew on the bed. If he took a step off of that bed then, I would immediately tap back, no, place, good boy, okay? So I'm gonna wait just a second to see what happens. So on the place command, we can use that everywhere. Break. When we load him up into a car. So now he's got the whiff of something, might be a cat, might be a squirrel, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to tell him to do something, he's got to do it, okay? But the place command can be used anywhere and everywhere. You don't always need a bed, but the bed is a great way to start, okay? We always point to the bed. That's our hand signal for the place command. One more time. Place. Good, and you see he actually went out in front of me to hit the bed. As he learns what we're meaning, he's gonna know what to do and do it. Right. We actually have pictures of him with other dogs, with cats, I believe, on the bed. He's just a fantastic little guy, and he loves everybody, okay? Yeah, he's a hunting dog. He's got that play drive, but the prey is not overly intense right now. It may as he gets older, but he just loves everything, okay? So let's go. Sit. So you see, he didn't know. I told him let's go. He started to run. I told him to sit. He automatically sat. Now, you also see that little moment. I started to move. He thought he was going to get up. He thought better of that. I should have immediately praised him when he thought. Now he's thinking about what to do instead of just doing. And now he sat right there and messed up. I jinxed him for that. But did you see me tap the leash? No, place. Sit, excuse me. The C-O-M-E. He comes, he sits. Attaboy. No, sit. We're going to do that again. Good boy. Break. Come. Good. Break. So what did I do? He did that little mess up. I went right back and did the come command 2 times in a row for him. Just like I'm getting ready to do the sit again. Sit. So we look at what we do to trigger the break in the command, and we try to go back and do it. Attaboy. Good. Good boy. So, no, sit. This is a situation where he felt like he was smelling my hand for the treats that I just had. So when he came to me, when I reached my hand down, if you watch, he was looking for the treat, didn't get it, trying to back up to get it. That's no excuse. We're going to bite it, okay? Break. He is really a little crazy with treats. That's okay. That can help us. But we also don't want it to cause to break a command. So we're going to go back and do this come command again. Sit. Down. Good. Come. And I'm going to pet him again. Because I want to pet him. He better stay there. Good. Break. One of the things I could have done to make it look better on video or what have you is I could have had him come and just told him, good boy. But what happened if you went back and looked? Each time he broke was when I was doing what? Petting and loving him. So we have to be able to teach him that we can pet and love on the end of the come command or any time, and he has to sit there and hold it if we keep him in the command. So very important. Let's go. The next thing, and we've already taught him to load up in my SUV, is the load up command. Load up. Attaboy, good boy. Break. See the brake comes right back. He can load up in the vehicle now. He does very well with that, okay? Load up can mean to even get on a piece of furniture, on your bed or what have you. And if you're the leader, there's no concerns with it. You have to make the decisions that you want. I personally do not allow my dogs up on furniture unless I command them to it. So once you start giving them that command to get on the furniture, the next day or two, you're going to see them automatically jumping on the furniture. If you don't like that, you need to be in a position to be ready to tell them no and bite him off of it. Okay, it's not get off or down, it's no if they get on a piece of furniture we don't like. All right, last thing, sit, is the heel command. The heel command, of course, is we've got him in a box. His job is to stay in the box. Our job is to help him succeed, okay? And it's for tight areas only. We can do the let's go the same way by controlling how much leash. Hand signal, heel. So he's walking with me. I step off, attaboy. See how he's right tight? We stop, he sits, attaboy, and he's supposed to stay in the command, which he did. Good boy. I can down, right out of that, or I can break. Good boy, good boy. So that's the name of the game. What do we do? When we're becoming the leader, and for like the next 4 to 6 weeks, we try to work with him 10, 15 minutes, indoors, outdoors, getting him to the point that he obeys us, ideally 9 times out of 10 the first time we ask. When we get to that point, then we start commanding him for off-leash. And how is off-leash? That may be dragging a 20, 30, 40, 50-foot lead so he can't run away from you when you tell him to come. Or it's inside, he looks like he wants to obey you, you give him a command. If he doesn't do it, you grab his snout, you use the tab, you let him drag the leash, repeat the command, drop the leash, let him see what happens, good boy, and go from there. This guy's really good. The thing about him is as we've talked, he can play you. When he wants what he wants it. Okay? That means when you see a situation that he breaks a command, that should be a signal that you need to work on that. If we have a behavior or situation, we make a note of it, because if it happened once, it's going to happen again and again. Last thing, it's in the book, and we talked a little bit about it. I don't know if I can make this happen right now. We're sort of off leash. Pretend like we're off leash. We want to start impregnating in his head what the come command is. Off leash, not on leash where I can tap the leash if he doesn't come, okay? So pretend like he's out in the yard, all right? And anytime our dog is out in the yard or in the house and he comes up to us, what are we going to do? We're going to pet him and love him and release him. We want to get our dog in the habit of coming to us to see what we're doing, what we got, and knowing he has the freedom to go on. If every time he came up, we told him no, we put him on a leash and put him up, did things like that, pretty soon that becomes like a consequence in itself, and he'll stop wanting to come. We always want our dogs to approach us. Yes, it can be a pain sometimes, but you praise it just the same. So off leash is the same thing. When I take my dogs out for a walk, we're walking. They constantly circle back to see me, see where I'm at. I praise them and let them go on, okay? So pretend like he's off leash. He's not, but pretend like he is. Listen and watch what I do, okay? Remy, hey, look what I got. Come. So if you'll go back and break it. And off leash, that's okay. I don't mind him getting up, but he's also telling me that he needs work there, okay? But off leash, I don't mind if he breaks. You decide what you want. But here we go. He's not paying attention. He's looking out there. I get his attention, show him my treat or toy or just me. When he commits to coming to me, and only after he commits to coming to me do I tell him to come, okay? He's got the warm fuzzies in his head, thinking about coming to us. We're just reinforcing it. Remy, hey, what's going on? Come. Now come, all the way. Good. Break. That's how we make that happen, okay? Our dog's not perfect. We're not perfect. We're all going to make mistakes, okay? He's come a long way in less than 2 weeks, or right at 2 weeks now. He's going to go so much further. You know, the biggest thing I tell people is when you give him a command, know he's going to do it or make sure you can make him do it. That's so important right now. And before long, you're going to be able to relax and live real life with him. And yes, as he gets older and matures, he's going to test you. That's the nature of the pack. We talked about that. But we're going to be ready for that when we see him starting to question or wonder if we have what it takes to lead. Thank you so much. Please, any follow-ups you ever want, all you got to do is call me. They're no charge. I want to make sure we get him and you where you need to be. My number is 336-945-3232, 336-945-3232. You can see my website, HodgesDogTraining.com. In fact, we're in the process of upgrading it. There's going to be more videos there, more content. Actually, we're even going to put a store there for some of the things that I think are important. There'll be nothing in the store that I don't believe in personally, and nothing that I wouldn't stand in 100% behind. Thank you. I really appreciate it. God bless. Good boy.